Hi, I'm Mike Marino, and this is a brand new episode of Live from My Mother's Basement. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, because this is a pre-recorded show. Welcome to another edition of Live from My Mother's Basement. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, this is the first time that I've ever had somebody of this unique quality on my show. So all the way from
I'm shaking, not stirred. That's why I'm unique.
You might want to take your hands off the camera.
No, I'm thinking about that.
That was vibrate. All the way from Long Island. I'm going to say Long Island. I might be wrong. This is JC Capone, everybody. Show him a little love, and the people go wild in the studio. Thank you so much. Thank you. He thanks you.
Of course I thank him.
Let's start off with how we actually know each other. Because this is the first time we're meeting. We're meeting here at my house. We're really in the basement. But we met. Tell everybody.
In the basement.
No, we're really here.
We met because this guy is one of the funniest guys I ever met. I watch him on YouTube, and now I'm sitting next to you. Man, you're a lot prettier in person, I'll tell you that much.
All right, but this sense of humor on this man is out of control. I love what we would call that a zinger. Back in the day, we called it a zinger. So when he was writing to me on social media, he's giving me all these slams. And I'm like, man, I don't even know this guy, but he's making me laugh. Some of these things might even be considered a put down, but I thought it was funny. I'm like, look, you got to come over my house.
Am I a fucking clown? Am I here to amuse you? Look, get the gun. Don't
Already we're getting fucking fan mail. And we're not even live. That's weird. All right. So tell us where you're from originally, because I said Long Island. Is that right?
5 towns, yeah.
The 5 towns?
Yeah.
So you got to break that down, because there's a lot of people watching this from different parts of the world.
Inwood.
The 5 towns is what?
5 towns is Inwood, Lawrence, Cedarhurst, Valley Stream, Woodmere.
I thought the 5 towns was like the outer boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens,
those are the 5
Long
boroughs.
Island, the boroughs.
Yeah, these are towns.
So the 5 towns is what we saw that movie about.
The Henry Hill?
Yeah.
That's where he was.
Is that right?
His wife, Karen, about 10 minutes up the road from my house. Frankie the Wop, about 10 minutes down the road this way.
So all real life characters.
You want to call them characters?
Okay.
I wouldn't say that too loud. I'm sorry. They're real life people, good people. They didn't do anything, I swear. I don't even know them. Who are we talking about?
The 5 towns. I guess I'm thinking the 5 boroughs, okay? Are the 5 towns and the 5 boroughs? I'm a Jersey boy. I don't know.
Jersey.
This is the 7th
He
borough.
made me come out to Jersey 3 hours on an hour and a half tour. Why? Because it's coming to Jersey. That's why.
We'll be home in 45 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
The traffic on the way out here could be unbearable. But so Long Island, 5 towns.
5 towns.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Nobly done family. 100%. Used to get the wooden shoe who would go. You see how your house is? My house is almost the same way. Downstairs we used to make wine. My father used to drink the wine out of the pipe, out of the hose. He used to come upstairs. Hey, Pop, you all right? Yeah, I'm testing the wine. How's the wine taste? It tastes very good. And you go on the couch and knock out.
Oh, man, I can go for some of that wine right now.
I'm telling you, so good, huh?
So you had the basement?
Yeah, I had the basement. We never knew what the first floor was like. We lived in the basement.
Isn't it funny how Italians, when we come over from Italy...
The first floor is only for dignitaries, people that came from Italy. Important people. We had to stay in the basement.
It's true. I remember when my father first bought this house, you couldn't come in the front door. That was for the nice people. We had to come in the back door and go right down the basement and take your shoes off.
You had the room that was untouchable?
Yeah, the living room.
The plastic on the couch. Every time you got up, you stuck to the damn couch.
Why even have the room, Ma?
I tell you, it's only put on the show for the Italians that come from Italy. Look what I got.
There was a TV in the living room upstairs. They never even turned it on. You had to walk by the living room. Don't touch anything in the living room. That's for company.
Hey, we're going to go on the road together.
You did that too?
Yeah.
He wants to go on the road. He's complaining and coming in for 3 hours from Long
Mike
Island.
Marino,
Wants to go on the
JC
road. We drive
Capone.
to Florida. It's going to take us a couple days.
If anybody wants to give me a Winnebago, I'll take it.
I could go for a bagel. What did you do when you were growing up? So how many brothers and sisters? Nice
I got
Italian
one older
family?
brother. Marco is a great guy. He's in the body shop business.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so if you ever get into an accident, the way people drive in Jersey, that's like a given. How many you get a week is the question. So come down to my brother's shop and take care of you. Promise.
You got to love someone that you really don't know says, listen, you got a problem with your car. I got you.
I got you.
I don't even know what that means.
I get 10% on the back end, so bring all the cars you want.
Nothing like an Italian guy remodeling your car. You go in there with a Pontiac, you come home with a Cadillac. It's strange how that happens.
Cadillac. Every Italian aspired to buy a Cadillac 1970s.
It's a black car, but yeah, look at the red doors. Where'd you get them?
With the velour and the pillow tops. I think it was 18 feet long.
I'd give anything to have one of those boats.
But the way the gas is, forget about it. So everybody, the reason why I'm shaking is not because I'm playing with myself, because I have Parkinson.
Well, we're going to get to that.
Under the table. Like,
you want to get to that this fast? I figure we're going to get to that in a little bit. Let them watch for a little while.
I want to set this straight. Let them know that this is what Parkinson's does to you guys.
I'm so glad he has a sense of humor about this. It's unbelievable.
He thought I was going to be like a stiff. Is that what you thought?
No, I didn't think that at all. I didn't think that at all. We have a studio audience that's choking. He's so funny.
Yeah.
That was a choke.
I saw his house from all the way from Jersey Turnpike. The blue lights flashing, the red carpet. This guy goes all out. Forget about it.
He really knows how to make fun of me. My front door light wasn't even on yet. He's like, "Where's the red carpet?" Said there was going to be spotlights. I'm like, "Whose house did you think you're going to?" It's not De Niro.
Mike Marino. Are you kidding me? Guy's been around the world, huh? It's an honor. Hey, it's an honor to be here.
Well, thank you so much.
No, I'm being serious. I know we're joking around a lot, but
you joke more around than I do. I'm serious when I'm not performing. When I'm performing, I try to be funny.
Mike said he's the comedian. Do not say any jokes. Do not tell me a joke. So I was going to tell you a joke, but I'm not going to tell it to you because you said it specifically on his morning walks. Watch this guy at 8 o'clock in the morning because he's mad funny.
I feel like this is my roast. This guy's getting me good here.
No, I'm telling you. What time do you do your walk in the morning?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Watch Mike Marino at 9 o'clock. It's free. You can subscribe. And you get on there and you'll laugh your ass off.
And we'll be right back after this commercial break. Thank you so much for coming. He mentioned Parkinson's. We were going to get to that. I wanted to know about his life and how he ended up getting into a major project with Netflix. But if you want to go for the Parkinson's first, we can do that.
Well, that's all intertwined. It took Parkinson's for me to get to Netflix.
All right, so let's go there.
It took Parkinson's for me to get here, so...
I can't explain everything. You're the first person that I've ever had on my podcast to talk about living with Parkinson's. So how does one even go about asking the question? So I think maybe I'll just ask questions that I think the average person would ask. How did you know when you first got it? How did it come upon you? What were the signs that said something's wrong? I better go see a doctor.
When your legs and hands and your ass start shaking and you don't want it to, and you're not trying to dance, you know you got Parkinson's.
I mean, but was it like a gradual thing? It happened on a Monday?
It starts shaking in one hand, then it goes to the legs, then it goes to the other hand. It's like it progresses, and as you get further down the line, the worse the symptoms get. And whenever you get anxious, you start to shake a little bit more. And so usually when I'm at a calm state, I'm not anxious, shaking a little less, but being next to you
makes you nervous and anxious.
It makes me anxious.
Makes you shake more.
Yeah, this guy's such a celebrity. Are you kidding me?
No. I'm just a regular guy down in the basement.
And we're literally down in the basement, guys.
Yeah, we ain't kidding. We're in the basement.
He could have did it.
People in his neighborhood don't make it out of the basement.
I thought I was getting whacked. He's like, I got a couple of guys down there waiting for us. I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
He got the wrong house. He's in the suburbs.
I'm in Jersey in the basement somewhere.
The only thing that gets shot around here is a deer.
Go find me.
When it first happened to you, how old were you?
39 and a half, almost turned 40.
And what is the feeling? Like a tingling in your hands?
Fucking sucks, bro. I mean, honestly, let's talk frank. They could put a person on the moon. They could drive fucking autonomous vehicles across the country. And because this disease doesn't kill you, it just makes you get all shaky and lose control. And they put people like me in a home for that. So everybody that has this doesn't have a voice. So that's why we're out here talking about it.
All right, let's talk about that. So let's suppose...
They put my ass in a home. See that? I'm gonna beat this shit.
Yes, you are.
There's got to be somebody. Everything is impossible till the right son of a bitch comes along and beats it, right?
Sat in the car for 3 hours to come and see me.
3 hours.
He's doing something, and we are going to make people aware of what's going on, and maybe you have some information on where they can get information if they're going through the same thing. So the average person like myself would just wonder, okay, I'm feeling something different. Did you go see a doctor right away?
Yeah, definitely. But you see the doctors and they give you the answers you don't want to hear. I was laid up in the bed in the hospital. I had all these wires. They were doing EEG, spinal taps, and all this stuff. And the doctor walks by and he peeks in the room and he goes, "You know what you got, kid, right?" I said, "No." He said, "You got Parkinson." I said, "What? Are you fucking kidding me?" And he gave me a script and he kept it moving, and that's how I got diagnosed. The guy didn't touch me, didn't analyze me. He said, "I got 35 years in the business. That's what you got." And that's how I found out. Imagine getting broken that news. So,
Did they say anything about how does a human being actually get Parkinson's?
they don't know. There's really no test for it. The only thing they can do is if you show symptoms of it. So
Is it a hereditary thing? Is other people in your family have it?
Nobody has it in my family. Can you imagine? God's got a funny sense. He's funnier than you, God.
Yeah, he's always making us laugh. Holy shit.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. If God gave me this cross, as long as He gives me the strength to carry it, I'm taking it all the way down to the bottom line. You understand?
Oh, I believe you. You and I have been talking on the phone. We've been doing some stuff on Instagram. Everybody who was watching when you and I were talking on Instagram was glued to the phone, sending in hearts and prayers and all thumbs up. But they started asking questions.
Right.
And some people are shy, or they maybe think it's uncomfortable to ask the question,
I'd rather
what to
them
do?
ask the question.
What do you do? If you were to talk to somebody who just found out it's happening to them, what would you say?
Honestly, buckle up, cowboy, because this is a long fucking hard road. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
well,
lie to you.
Yeah, that's
And that's the truth.
a New Yorker too.
And
Buckle up.
Buckle up. And you got to man up. And if you don't believe in God, stop believing in somebody.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing that's going to get you through the long nights.
So how long have you been dealing with it?
7 years.
7 years?
Three of them I've been dealing with. The previous 4, I went through depression, suicidal thoughts. I mean, I almost clipped myself.
Oh, shit.
So, you can't, 39, 40 years old, people think that can't happen to them. It doesn't run in my family. I'm good. Till that
Yeah, because
till
most
that
people would think
demon
that
knocks on your door.
that's something that happens in you later in life.
Yeah, exactly. But they always said I had an old soul, so maybe that's what I grew up with all
It's
those.
just amazing. You got the jokes and the comedy and the sense of humor about it, which would probably inspire other people who have it.
Mike,
I know
you got two
Michael
choices
Chase.
when you get this disease. Either deal with it or fold up, because it ain't going nowhere. So learn to accept it. The faster you learn how to accept it, the better off you are.
Is it different now than 7 years ago?
Yeah, you start off with a light shake, a light little limp, and then it starts to get more. The shake gets more heavier, the limp gets heavier, the balance gets off. So yeah, so it definitely kicks you right in. About after the 5-year mark, you start going on a steady decline going down. But you see, we're on the upswing. We're in the movie, we're here. You can't beat that.
So what's the actual medications that you take? You take something?
Yeah, I take a couple of meds, but they have one med that they developed about 75, 80 years ago, which is the first line of defense is levodopa, carbidopa. And what happens with that is, after 8 to 10 years, your body becomes immune to it. And then your body just doesn't accept it anymore. And then your body stops producing its own dopamine. So now you go off the rails altogether where your head's bouncing and your whole body's bouncing. So be careful on the meds you take out there, guys, because they can do more harm than good. There's nothing to cure it. Why take it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Is
I can tell you something that does help.
the marijuana?
Babani.
Well, when you
They
came
do
over,
babani in front of their grandmother's houses.
he walked in the front door, and the first thing I saw was a
Vape pen.
vape pen in his hand, which I recognize because that's what I do to relax myself.
Yeah, you have to. You
and get
gotta
high
do
a little
something.
bit.
But honestly, marijuana, what does it do? It relaxes you. It calms you down.
Right.
What is it? It's a neurological disorder that affects the nervous system. So if you smoke and you calm down, your shakes calm down. So it's a no-brainer. I mean, if you think about it.
Right.
You don't need $20 billion in research funds to figure that one out.
No. I sometimes when I get in my head about the craziness of showbiz, I just pop a couple of gummies and
There you go.
have a great time.
I was speaking
feel
to
good.
somebody in India. They're against smoking. He said, no, my friend, I don't smoke. I said, yo, I'm just giving you some advice. You don't have to take it. But, man, he got fucking pissed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I offended him or something. I was like, yo, you smoke hashish, right? What's the difference?
Hashish. I don't think I've heard that term in 20 years.
Bro, I told
Isn't that
you
what
I'm
the
an old-
Indians used to smoke? Can
I'm
I
an
say
old-
that?
I'm an old soul, I tell you.
He's definitely an
Swear to
old
God.
soul. Remember the peace pipe? Hashish. What's that? I don't know, but I see a teepee at the end of this conversation.
I was fortunate. My father was retired when I was growing up, and all his buddies were retired.
Well,
So they all used to come over the house. So I got a street lesson from when I was about 7, 8 years old. That's why I talk the way I talk, because these are the kind of guys that I grew up around. Everybody was going to camp. I was going out swinging sledgehammers.
Everybody was matter of fact and in your face. Why? What did you do?
What did I do? I did
Construction?
construction. See these hands?
Yeah.
See those blisters?
Yeah.
20-pound sledges all day long. 6 inches of concrete, pop it with a bar, hit it with a sledge.
That's a New Yorker, man.
4,000 PSI concrete all day long, 100-degree heat. Now I'm lucky if I can pick up a friggin' toothpick.
Well, when you came over, you were cracking a lot of really great jokes, which I was really admiring. I mean,
told you to
love
start
I love the
taping.
fact he said, told me to start videotaping him as soon as he walked in the front door. Well, tell us about the project and how it all happened. This is a television project, and he met some really big people in the industry.
You know what Benicio told me the first time I met him?
Tell us who that is.
Benicio
Let everybody
del
know.
Toro is one of the main stars of the movie, along with Justin Timberlake, Alicia Silverstone, some other people, Mike Beasley. I got to work with Dominic, a lot of great guys. But the first scene, I have to actually go down the steps, so I'm going down the basement, and the chair that's open is next to Benicio. So I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I was hoping I would sit next to somebody else. 'Cause I'm like next to this guy. I watched him my whole life, Sicario, Traffico. So I sit down. The first thing he says is, hey, kid, how you doing? I said, I'm a little shaken, not stirred. He said, oh, you're a funny guy, huh? I said, yeah. So he goes, then I told him he owes me $28. He said, why do I owe you $28? I said, because I can't get anything on YouTube for free, so I had to pay to rent your movies. So he's like, so he was all pissed, right? So he goes, welcome to Park Avenue, kid, don't fuck up. As soon as he says that, he blows my mind. I forget all my lines, right? So this is funny. So now I'm shaking like a leaf. So I'm holding the paper, and it's like, I'm like, fuck this, I'll just wing it. So Dominic says, do you want to be a cop for the rest of your life? And I'm supposed to knock over the bottle in the poker scene. So Benicio goes, all right, let's run it. So he runs it. So Dominic says his things, and I'm sitting there. So Benicio goes, time out. Says, Capone, you're supposed to knock over the bottle when Dominic says that. I says, Benicio, I said, you blew my mind. I said, I'm sitting next to an Academy Award winner. I never acted a day in my life. He's like, listen, if Netflix didn't want you to be here, they're spending $40 million on this film, you wouldn't be here. I don't care if you shake your ass or not. So I said, all right. He says, you mind if I hit you on the knee to knock over the bottle? I said, no, it's a great idea. So Dominic says that. Boom, he knocks over the bottle. He taps me on the knee. I knock over the bottle. So great job. Everybody comes out clapping, So he says, all right, we're going to do this again. So this time he says it. He doesn't tap me on the knee. So I'm sitting there staring at him. He goes, time out. He says, kid, are you fucking with me? I said, no. He said, you didn't knock over the bottle. I said, you didn't tap me on the knee. So he goes, all right, that's enough. When Dominic says these last words, wait 2 beats and knock over the bottle. So that's my first encounter with Benicio. Great guy, very, very patient. Really took me under his wing. Real nice people.
What was the story you were telling me about who you talked to before you went down
forget
there?
it.
Can't tell that story?
No, I can't.
Ah,
tell
well,
that
then.
story. God bless the times. We all stick together. Trust me when I tell you that. We all help each other. We all try to get one another. Wait for an Italian. You'll never eat. I'm being serious.
I believe you. I believe you. Tonight's show is sponsored by Zapalumix.
No, but I'm just
Fucking
saying.
hilarious, man.
I'm just saying the truth, man.
All right. Well, it's true.
A lot of times we don't stick together, and they should be ashamed.
Yeah. Well,
if we all stuck together, we could all help each other.
I think it's an ego thing.
Bro, I'm
Some
a
guys.
Parkinson's guy. I'm not coming after your job.
No, I'm just saying.
No, but I'm just saying.
Some guys, they got this ego and they don't want to help somebody else who might be of the same ilk.
You know
I don't
what?
know.
I was stopped at a train station, right? And this guy had a cast on his arm, and he has all his paperwork stuffed in there. And he falls down, and all the paperwork goes flying. So people dressed in suits and all this, stepping right over the guy just to get on the train. So I throw the car in park, and I get out, and I help the guy. And he looks at me, and he says, man, out of all these people that passed me, guys with suits coming out of brand new cars, the one that's shaking and this and that, you come out to help me, and you need help yourself. So you just never know when you're going to need help. So respect everybody from the busboy to the owner of the restaurant.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. That's some wise words because you really just don't know. I always like to help people. I don't know. Maybe it's from where my family is. That's why when people say to me, oh, I can't believe I'm meeting you, I'm like, it's not that big a deal. I'm a human being. I could be great on Monday and a failure on Friday. So, you know, what?
You're an extraordinary human being.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
That's a killer.
I'm running. I'm trying, man. I got to run this country. We'll have you get your own room at the White House. And
I'll be in charge of the shakedowns, guys. I'll go over there. I know you got change in your pocket. Give it up. I'll shake the shit out of somebody for you, Mike.
it's unbelievable. He has the sense of humor he has. You shake him down. I think some people might not even understand what that is.
They
But
don't know. Americans, they don't know shake.
it's Americans. I got to explain that too. That's the Americans.
When you see me coming knocking on your door, you know it's for something. And it ain't coffee. You know we don't take checks or credit cards. Cash only.
Italians are always going to want cash the rest of their lives.
Yeah, I did a job for some lady. The money was so old. She must have had it buried under the mattress for like 100 years. I went to the gas station. The guy's looking at the $100 bill. He's like, man, where the fuck did you get this from? I said, they're the old Italian lady's house down the block. He said, oh, I understand. She had her money stuffed in the maderazzi. You know what a maderazzi is?
No, but I got an idea of what it is. The mattress.
In my house, the fireman came. My mother said, leave my son, grab the mattress. That's where all the money's at. You know that's true. They used to stuff money in the coffee cans everywhere. I'm going on the road with this guy. I'm going to be his roadie. I can't carry shit. I can't walk right, but I'll be there.
I can't stop laughing. I didn't even smoke any weed.
He's got some fancy-ass fucking pipe here, though. I'll tell you that much. Where'd you get that? Out of your mother's basement?
No, grab it. Can you reach it?
Yeah, I can reach it.
I don't think I've ever had this on the show, but okay, here we go.
Look at that. That's imported from Chinatown, guys. $5.99. You can't miss.
This is a kitty. You see the kitten?
Yeah, kitty.
Of all the things that are in my basement, he finds the pot pipe.
I wonder
Nothing
why.
else.
Not that I smoke or anything.
He's making me laugh so much I feel like I am high. This is a kitty, and this is actually from Germany.
He thought we were gonna cry all day.
We had this.
Parkinson. Fuck Parkinson. God gave it to the right SOB. I'll tell you that much.
We smoked this when we were younger in the '80s, and that's actually
He
a
just
German.
smoked last night. You see the burn marks on that
Yeah.
thing?
Oh yeah, the kitty is burning. I don't really smoke anymore. I do the gummy.
Yeah, no, I go old fashioned.
Yeah, I know. We got some
Except
stuff.
when I come into people's houses, I bring the vape pen because that way it doesn't smell.
I don't think I've ever done this on my podcast ever, but since he's bringing it up,
The first time for everything.
this is a cigar box.
he's got
I know he
Winston.
wants to smoke cigars,
He's got Winston
but there ain't no
cigar
cigars
cigarette.
in here. There's nothing but stuff that helps you.
There's no cigars in there. He's got the Cuban.
Oh, here's some
He
cigars.
doesn't want to give one up. It's all right.
Here you
pal.
go. Here's your old school.
There you
Okay.
go.
Goodbye, JC Capone. We'll see
We'll
you.
see you in about 3 hours.
You want some cigars? We got them.
We don't need cigars. We
These
don't
are
smoke.
actually from a friend of mine. He has a company with cigars. It's called Crooked Diamond. And the reason why he calls it Crooked Diamond is because he was a jewel thief back in the 70s and the 80s. His name is Larry Lawton. And now he sells cigars. And now he has a hit podcast. and maybe we'll get you. Wow, this smells great.
Me.
Yeah.
Get high
As soon as
just
we're done
smelling this.
talking, we're
He
gonna.
tries to buy
soon
me
as-
with a slice of
soon-
pizza and he keeps the marijuana
I gave him
in the
pizza. I
box.
should have waited because we're gonna smoke. He's gonna want the whole pie. It's gonna take him forever to get back to Long Island now. All right, so this is the one project you did with Netflix, but what else are you doing now?
I got Punk Rock 101. I got to work with Eric Roberts.
Tell us about that, because Eric Roberts, I mean,
He's a legend.
he is a legend. I mean, the greatest movie of all time, The Pope of Greenwich Village.
They took my thumb,
Charlie.
My thumb, Charlie.
Isn't it great that one line is so spectacular? We just said it in unison, like
I
as
don't
if we've been
remember him
hanging.
for anything else, do you?
Right? No.
He's been in 455
Is that
movies,
right?
and we remember that one movie from 1980.
Eric Roberts, what movie was in? I don't know, but they took my fucking thumb.
Eric Roberts, we love you. I got to work with the guy.
Oh,
You know
yeah?
what I'm saying? Yeah.
You got to, or you did?
No, I did, but we're
you
going to
did?
continue because I'm going to be a star on the show, so we're going to continue to work with it.
Tell us about this show.
Punk Rock 101 is about a group of people that are in a band, like these young kids that are punk rockers. They wear the purple hair and the earrings in the ears and the nose. And then you got two Italian guys that are trying to manage them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, half of wise guys. Very hard part for me to play. I
Yeah, I
got to
don't-
stretch my talents.
You got to get rid of that Kansas accent and start doing some New York.
Yeah, you know what happened?
What?
Lady says you go to acting school, somebody that wanted to sign me, right? She says maybe they could change your accent. I said, sweetheart, do you think they could change my fucking accent? 47 years talking like this, now they want to change me? I am who I am. You like it or not, that's what you get.
So this project that you're working on, it's definitely going. You already did some work
Yes.
with Eric Roberts.
Eric Roberts and Stu Ciccarella. It took me a while to learn that name, Ciccarella.
Ciccarella. What are they like? Are they nice guys?
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, when you're handicapped, everybody's nice. They walk up to you, hello? Are you okay? You need anything? I'm like, listen, I'm not retarded. I shake. I got Parkinson. And the volume goes up. They talk slow. I understand. I understand 3 languages. Podemos hablar en italiano. Podemos hablar en español. So we got this.
That was pretty good. I can't even say that.
He's Italian, though, first generation. I just want you guys to know.
I know. I know.
His mother came over when she was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Think I don't pay attention?
He
when you
did more
talk to me?
research than I did.
I
My
did
mother was
homework.
14 when she came over. All her sisters were a lot older than her. And
But
the
you
funniest
know,
thing is we only know the curse words.
They always to say, talk English,
Yeah.
because you're in America.
Yeah. Take a lock, my mother would say. Take a lock. Don't let anybody know where you're from. They'll kill us.
Old school. My mother now is like a little lamb. She used to be 5 foot, ferocious, man. I used to get in trouble, the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Anything she had in her hands. You remember those old clog slippers, the wooden ones?
Yep.
Those things were like boomerangs. They would turn the corner and hit you in the back of the head. My mother never ran for anybody, but she'd always catch you.
Actually, we were talking about the rotary phone. You can even tell us why you mentioned the rotary phone, because that's very funny. I think I would like to even have that joke.
We had the
But we had the rotary
We had
phone,
the
but that
rotary
was a
phone.
weapon. My mother would take the rotary phone and say, I'll kill yous, and then she'd hit you with the rotary phone, because she had the long coil, so you could
can't
walk
say
into
I-
the other rooms.
Can't say I kill you anymore to the kids. They lock
I know,
you up.
yeah.
Imagine?
You tell your kid you're going to kill him, you're going to jail.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I know. We should bring
My
that
mother-
back.
I told my mother she'd be locked up for 30 years plus if she raised kids now. I got hit with the spoon, the broom, the slippers, anything she could grab in her hands, we got hit.
You keep
No.
you keep on bringing up the wooden spoon. I don't know if you could see this, but there's a wooden spoon above our head. That's
You
the
would've
biggest
given-
wooden. You see that?
My mother would have had that. I wouldn't be on the show right now.
That wooden spoon
She
would
would've
kill
killed
5
my
people in
ass.
one swoop.
I'll tell you. There's good people there behind us.
I actually shadow boxed my mother's wooden spoon because she eventually broke it. Not on somebody. She broke it because she would always hit the side of the pot to get the, well, I don't know if you say sauce or gravy. We said gravy. And she get the gravy off, but she cracked it.
Time out.
I knew it, son
right
of a
away it
bitch.
says gravy.
And you're
Gravy
from
you
New
put on
York.
a turkey.
Okay, we had turkey.
Gravy.
I'm going to let him win on this
It's
one.
called sauce, salsa. Salsa and sugo is sauce, not gravy.
I get you.
All right? but it's all right.
I will never say gravy again.
Jersey, what do you expect? You got one road that has a divider that goes all the way down. You can't even make a U-turn. Had to make 4 rights and a left to get back on the road again. How the fuck do you guys get around this neighborhood?
That's Jersey, man. One false move, you're in Connecticut.
Jesus Christ. Best is I got to drive, I go to Monticello to go hunting. So every year it's a new adventure. The Waze app takes us through Jersey, Philadelphia, just to get upstate on it. And I know it's the throughway north, but it takes me through Jersey. The worst time ever, worst traffic ever. What, you guys got Wawa's out here? You get Dunkin' Donuts.
Wawa's taking over the country.
7-Elevens.
Let's give everybody a quick view on what he just said. Monticello is the Catskills. For those of you who are watching from different parts of the world, yes, Villaroma, back in the 50s and the 60s, that was the greatest place to be. But Monticello is known for the racetrack, and it's not just a regular racetrack. It's where they have the people, the jockeys, sit in the back in a thing,
trotters.
a trotter.
Yeah.
See the way he looked at me? It's trotters, man.
My father used to
Trotters.
say, if the guys, his friends, would spend as much time studying the score sheet as they did in school, they'd all be fucking doctors. Instead, they were all degenerates. I got a good race with the horses today. Tony, if I was like, get the fuck out of here, you and these damn horses.
All right, so I was at least 95% right. Yes, Monticello known for the races,
Hey, Mike.
and somebody else.
Yeah, I gotta ask you a question. Can I make a plug?
Yeah, sure.
All right, after we'll do it. A nice Italian company.
Oh, sure.
You don't mind, do you?
No, you can do whatever you want.
All right.
That's the first time in 300 episodes of doing my podcast that somebody actually asked me during the podcast, do you mind if I do a plug?
No, you know why? Because this is your show.
I don't mind.
I don't want to step the bounds. I bring respect everywhere I go. Even though I feel like I know
Plug
you 20
everybody
years.
you want, man.
Oh,
I'm so grateful that you actually came over because
but
you're
Mike-
educating people on what's going on in your body through a sense of humor that I didn't expect. This is really, really great. So if you want to through that plug, why don't you go do it right now if you want?
No, I expect.
No, we got plenty of time.
But I want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me on your show and your platform. I know you got celebrities up here. I'm no celebrity by any means. What I want to be known as is a Parkinson's advocate.
Okay.
You see me up here, I'm not an actor, I'm not a comedian. Just somebody trying to battle a fucked up disease, and I'm trying to make the best out of it. That's the God's honest truth.
Well,
I cried so many rivers that I got no more tears left in me.
Well, you're the greatest that I've ever met with this situation. I'm glad that you're the advocate that you are, because I tell you, there are going to be a lot of people watching. I know everybody's going to have a lot of questions when this airs. In fact, when it does air, we should get together and we'll watch the people ask the questions, because
You
that's
know
what I
you should
can do.
There's a thing called Zoom.
Yeah.
Learn how to use it. That way I could sit in my own house and do the same damn thing. I'll put up a sign in my mother's
All right, all right. Live from his basement, along with my basement. 3 hours. It's going to take him an hour to get home.
All the way here from Long Island. Forget about it.
Learn
The
how to
traffic.
use Zoom.
No, it's all right. I like to be here. I get to meet all you. Yo, he told me, come down. There's some big guys downstairs. They're waiting to meet you. I said, oh, shit, I'm getting whacked tonight or something. Thank God I brought a side piece.
He
you
thought
know
he was.
what I'm saying?
He's a made man now.
Yeah, I got my button. You see that? Hey, Frankie Five Angels gave me this.
Yeah.
Joey Cadillac gave me this. You know why they call him Joey Cadillac?
Why?
You know why. I already told you. He drove a Cadillac all his life. How can you beat that? Joey Cadillac.
It's the first guest to ever tell me that I did the joke before we did the show. I love this guy. You know what? We should probably do the show every week, the two of us,
Listen,
and we'll
he
do it
wanted-
over Zoom.
He wanted to do it with somebody else, but they're not that funny. I'm just telling you right now.
I love
Not that
Italian
funny.
people when they wear this jewelry and it means something, because everything should mean something. Because I
See
always
this
say
watch?
everything should have a
This
story.
watch is a Lowen jeans from 1958.
Put it in there. Put it in there.
This is my father wore this.
A lawn jeans.
He got this off of Frankie Five Fingers. He had
Frankie
4
Five Fingers. Now
when
we
he
got
was done.
4.
And he had no watch either.
Put it up in there. Put it up there. All right.
Yeah, this is
And
classic.
show the ring too.
This is the pinky ring.
Yeah. Every time it's got to have a pinky ring. Put it up here. There you go.
You're not Italian if you don't wear a pinky ring. I'm sorry, you're not wearing a pinky ring
Well,
or a gold watch or a gold chain.
I'm wearing this.
Yeah.
I'm Mitigan.
You learned something new
I'm
today.
Mitigan. But I'm wearing my shirt that says Hardcore Times. Nice shout out to our friends in Chicago, the hardcore Italian guys who are always nice and gracious to me and help promote my shows, and they're a great, great company. So big shout out to hardcore Italians. Thank you so much for being
Hardcore
our
Italians.
friends. He's definitely a hardcore Italian.
No, I'm Fugazi crime family. I'm the fucking godfather of my own Fugazi.
I'm glad you speak Italian because Fugazi is not something we could say on television anymore.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, sorry.
We're trying not to. It's okay.
Listen.
So you got these two projects. The
Then
one
I
that
got
we
another one coming up.
a third.
Yeah, what do you think? I stop at one?
All right, go ahead, hit us
I'm
with
not
it.
going to be a one-hit wonder. I'm going
No,
over.
you said
I'm
the
shaking
second
my
one.
ass all the way to Hollywood.
All right.
I'm going to have the first star for Parkinson's. You know, Muhammad Ali's the only one that's got a star on the wall. Do you
Oh, is
know?
that right?
Out of I don't know how many stars, because in his religion, he didn't want people walking over him, so they put his star up on the wall.
Oh, is that right?
Swear to God.
No, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Why would I tell
Muhammad
you something
Ali.
that's true?
No, I know you tell the truth.
No, always.
You said
Sometimes a little
this will
too
be the
much.
last show I'm going to do, so thank you. What is the third project?
This one is in the works. They're writing a script about me, for me, about Parkinson's.
Oh, is that
I'm
right?
gonna be the star of it, and I need a little more executive rights on who we're gonna hire. I don't want them to think that I'm just gonna blow over. So, you want me? Do what I says.
Oh, you mean you want to write the show?
Yeah, no, I don't want to write. I gave them an outline, so now they have like a skeleton of it, and they're filling in all the blanks. But they want to bring in certain people. I said I need my guys, Italian guys.
Right.
Can't bring in somebody else, because if you mess with the sauce, the ingredients, then it's not going to be the same sauce. Or gravy. If you mess with
Gravy.
The, gravy, the brown gravy. Gravy's brown, by the way. Sauce is red. Gravy.
I'm letting him win. Normally, this would be an hour argument.
No, it's all
Anyhow.
right. He said get close to him, but he doesn't want me to
No,
get too
no, you're
close.
perfect. This is perfect.
All right. 2 inches away.
I had this other question now. I forgot what it was. All right, so
No, I don't.
when you first got diagnosed with the
Yes, sir.
Parkinson's, who was the first person you told?
You want to know who I didn't want to tell? My father.
Why?
Because that was my best friend.
Yeah.
And he was fighting cancer on his own.
Oh.
So imagine walking into your house, telling your old man you got Parkinson's, and you see tears coming out of his eyes, but he's trying to smile, and he's like, yeah, it's all right, kid. That's the hardest person to tell.
Yeah.
And I tried to stay away from him because he was fighting his own battle. I didn't want him to worry about mine. And so
Right.
for a couple of years, I didn't see my old man. So I wish I could get that time back, but you can't. So make sure you spend time with your loved ones. It's most important.
There's another powerful message.
But
You stayed away because you didn't want him to see you like this? Is that the reason?
do you want to see your son like this?
Oh, okay. So you didn't want him to see you.
Nah, he was a warrior.
Right.
He'd take surgeries, lung surgery. They took half his lung out of his chest. And funny story. My father was old school Italian, never said I love you, right? So
Right.
he's on his deathbed, literally on his deathbed, and he's got an oxygen mask blowing, pure oxygen in his face. For people that smoke cigarettes, listen up. So he took the mask off his face, and he's like, kid, I'm done. And I said, Pop, you still got this fight. He's like, no, I'm 83. I raised 2 good boys. My trip is over now. You take over for me. So his hair was messed up. I said, Pop, squeeze my hand. So he had big hands, and he shook my hand. And I went to fix his hair, and I leaned into him. I said, man, I got him now. It's like a hallmark moment, you know, if you had the camera set up. The guy's dying. His son's got Parkinson's. He says, hey, Pop, I love you. He says, me too, kid. Smiles and winks. And then that was it. Imagine the son bitch didn't even say, when I see him up in heaven, I'm shake the shit out of him too.
Holy
That's
shit.
a true story. Though.
That's some story, man. So I guess the story
he
about
didn't
you and
break.
your life.
He didn't break. I'll tell you, he was stubborn old goat. He didn't break.
My father's like that too. He doesn't express himself in that way. Lately, he's starting to say that because he's 87 and he's not doing too good. And he smoked, I guess, about a pack to 2 packs a day every day his entire life. Somehow, he's not on the air oxygen,
Thank
but he
God.
loses his breath.
Yeah.
And
Lung cancers pretty effed up. So be careful. Guys that smoke cigarettes, enjoy now because you cry later. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've seen a big guy go down to 100 pounds.
My Uncle Tommy used to smoke the cigarettes without the filter. I remember when he got cancer at 70 years old and he had a lung removed.
Jesus.
He saw my younger brother walking around with a cigarette in his mouth, and he said to my younger mother, "Come here, I want to teach you a lesson." And he took his shirt off, and he said, "You see that scar? That's your future, stupid. Get rid of the cigarettes."
Stupid.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
He used to talk like that. You stupids!
But you know what? Back in the 1980s, secondhand smoke was not even existent. We used to have 40 people in the house. The clouds used to be up in the room. We used to have the ashtrays, the big glass ashtrays. Everybody was smoking in the house.
Everybody
care
smoked
about-
down here. They smoked down here. They smoked in the bedroom. They
exactly.
smoked when they're watching TV. In the house.
In the house.
No filter.
No
Lucky
filter.
Strikes.
Lucky Strikes.
Remember them?
Yeah.
Camels.
Camels, Winston cigarettes, 99 cents a pack.
They-
My uncle used to stink up the whole fucking house. Damn thing.
Yeah, the yellow fingers. And they would go like this. They were spitting out the whatever was in that thing.
But let me tell you, cigarettes kill, right? They
Yeah.
cause cancer. But yet they keep raising the prices and they sell the shit out of them.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty amazing.
It's
I'm in the
amazing,
wrong
isn't it?
business. I should be selling
Let's
cigarettes.
start selling something. I don't know if it's cigarettes though. You know what I'm
We're
saying?
going to sell you a script. We're going to
There
make
you
you a
go.
movie.
Movie.
So what's the
JC
third? You
Capone.
still didn't say the third project,
The third project is we got Punk Rock 101.
right?
We had the Reptile, and now we got this other series that I really can't talk too much about it, but like I said, they're developing around me, and it's going to be based on my life and my story. And I make people laugh, I make them cry.
Oh, you definitely make people laugh. I know you can make people cry, but we're going to keep that until this airs and let them cry when they're
Well,
on
you
their,
know
at their
what?
house.
There's no sense of crying because it's just a waste of time. There's no sense of worrying because you're just wasting time. If you focus that energy on positivity, you're better off because sitting in a room being upset and depressed, it's only going to get you even more sick.
Let me ask you this question. Before this all happened, were you interested in being a performer? Did you want to be an actor when you were
what
doing
my mother
construction?
said to me?
What?
I thought you'd be on America's Most Wanted when I saw you on TV. I said, no. She said, yeah, but I'm glad it was something else. No, I always was, I always like to have a good time.
So in other words, like a class clown in high school,
Hey,
the cut-up
hey,
guy,
get
the
with
guy
this
who made
fucking
fun.
clown. Yo, give me that. Luca, give me. He doesn't know.
He's still looking for his
I walk
walking
around with
stick.
a stick.
That's
This
it.
thing is made out of mahogany. I took
me
it off
see
of my
it.
mother's table.
Holy shit.
That was the foot on the wooden.
Where'd you get that? This looks like something out of a scary movie.
Yeah, imagine getting clocked up the side of the head with
It
this.
looks like a chicken leg.
Yo, are you right-handed?
Yeah, I'm right-handed.
Feel the handle on that thing. Look at how it's built.
Oh, it's
Beautiful,
fucking
huh?
nasty. Was that a lion?
Yeah.
Can you see that? That's really nice. Did somebody make this for you?
I tell you, there's a company in London. I forgot the name, but otherwise I'd plug them too. But go online for exotic handmade canes. Figures they would make it somewhere else besides America, but that's all right.
Yeah, that looked like not only would it do some damage to somebody, but it would leave a nice smiling lion on their cheek.
Like I told you, I might shake, but I ain't dead. Remember that, brother. Don't count the handicap out, because we get up on you.
Well, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on the internet, and more importantly, why don't you tell everybody how they can get in touch with you if maybe they have questions
Listen,
that you have the answers to,
I don't have any answers.
whether about it's Parkinson's or the future of your career.
The future of my career is when we beat Parkinson's. We're gonna be famous. Forget about the star in Hollywood. We're gonna be more famous than that, because it always takes one person. Everything's impossible. The guy sailed around the world. They thought the world was flat. The guy in the boat went around the world. Now the world ain't flat no more, right?
He straightened it out.
There you go. And it was always in Italian.
That's very funny. I gotta write that down.
Amerigo.
Yeah, Amerigo and his brother
Yeah, exactly.
Columbus. And he said, "You know what? The world's not round. We're gonna straighten it out. Now
There
it's
you
flat."
go. Now it's flat. They had to go all the way to Spain. The Italians said, "What are you, crazy? This fucking guy's gonna take my money and run off with it?" Italians wouldn't give it to him. The Spaniards gave it to him. Italians don't trust nobody with money. They got like Velcro to their hands. To give it out, it's like forget about it.
Nothing
Just
like
remember,
keeping your money in the elastic band.
Help one another, guys. You can't take it with you. The armored car doesn't follow you to the fucking cemetery.
That's true, too. So please, if you would, tell everybody, because I know when this airs, a lot of people are going to want to ask you questions about your life. Tell them where they can find you on Instagram and all social media.
It's JC Capone 76 on Instagram. Tune in. We try to motivate, try to make people laugh a little bit. We got Parkinson's, but we're not dying. Not yet, anyway. And some people just need a hand up. Like, you know, I can't offer doctor advice or therapy advice, but I can tell you, enjoy what you got. Stop thinking about what you had, because those days are over. You know, I used to say, man, I wish this and I wish that. We ain't fucking leprechauns. We're people. Leprechauns do the wishing. We don't. So just accept what you got and deal with it. Overcome. That's the best I can tell people.
And he's got a great sense of humor about what he's going through. Probably the best sense of humor I've ever seen anybody with any historical, crazy problem that you're going through. I wouldn't even know how to describe it.
You know, Mike, when you cry so much and you sit in the dark and you close the doors and you say, is this what life is going to be? You got two choices. Either you crawl up and die, or you get out there and fucking fight. I mean, so let's start fighting. I'm ready for a good fight.
Yeah, he's putting up a great fight. It's a very funny fight, too.
Listen,
I got to be honest with you.
Parkinson's might take me physically. As long as this fucking chest is beating and blood's flowing, ain't nothing gonna stop me. I promise you that. I promise you. And you can take that to the bank. I don't make too many promises, but the ones I do, I keep. I promise you that.
All right. Well, I take that promise into...
Mikey, and what's the new character you got, by the way?
What new character?
Mahoney.
Maloney? Mooney?
Mooney.
Oh, it's the stone guy. He smokes a lot of weed. Why don't we'll do that together? I'll get stoned, and you come up with a character. We'll be surfers.
I'll be JC Capone.
Oh, okay.
That's my character.
He's a good character.
There you go.
So, JC, if you would, just say it one more time, because I want everybody to start following you when this...
Before we go anywhere.
Oh, is this the plug?
Time for an energy drink. Now, Dino's energy drink.
Dino's energy drink.
What do you think the guy's name is?
He's an Italian fella. I don't know what.
Dino. It's
Dino?
written on the can.
Dino Lugs? What's it
Dino
say?
Luzio.
Luzio?
Yeah, great guy. You know why he's a great guy? He's an Italian that has a heart, that cares, that wants to help people. And you know what? This stuff actually does taste good. If it didn't, I wouldn't say it.
All right. Let's do it. Let's do a little commercial for him.
Well,
Get a blast with this energy drink from Dino.
Dino, this is Mike Marino. Send him a check. And make it a heavy one, too. Because you're getting a booster here. I want a booster by tomorrow morning. You know what a booster is.
I know what a boost is. Nothing like being shaken down on my own show. All right. So, Dino, how do you say his last name? I can't read it.
Why you asking me for? I think I know how to say it. Lutzi.
Let's see. Dino, you got to fix this. This is Dino Lutzi, a great energy drink. You can get a blast. It's made in Italy.
Made in Italy. The best stuff on earth.
Should we taste it on the show?
Yeah, why not?
You can get it at
You don't have a straw by any chance.
www.ifbcorp.com. Product of Italy. We're waiting on a straw. No, I think I have a straw. Are you getting us a straw? You want a straw?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Otherwise, I'll shake the shit out of this thing. It'll hit the ceiling by the time I'm done with it. You remember that show, I Love Lucy?
Yeah.
Vita Vita Vegemin. Best stuff on earth.
All right, here.
Start drinking this, will be... Mike, I gotta drive home tonight, you know what I'm saying?
All right, here.
There you go.
Here's your straw.
Can you pop it for
I'm
me?
going to pop.
All right, thank you.
We'll do this together.
There you go. Wow, we're doing it together. Weekly show, guys. Don't forget, sign us up. And we want
Oh, it
boosters.
smells great.
Hey, are you,
Put your straw in it.
you got subscription?
Put your straw in the hole.
Is yours a paid subscription?
Yeah.
Because people get this stuff for free. They should be paying for it.
All right, wait. There it is. Grab yours.
Yeah, don't
Wait.
grab mine. Just push mine over here. I'll sip it.
All right, I'm doing a shameless plug for you.
Listen, this is for
Put it in,
Parkinson.
put it in the camera.
And I want to
All right, listen, we're going to get going, but we're doing this nice plug for his friend with this great energy drink.
Taste it. It's pretty good. I ain't going to lie.
Let's taste it together.
There you go. Dino, I don't like your hat, by the way. You gave me a hat to wear, but it's ugly.
Wow, that's a blast. Dino gave you that hat?
No, this is my hat.
All right. Thank you, Dino, for these great drinks. We wish you all the best with your energy drink. I keep this in the
Dino,
freezer, and we're going to drink it on some other show.
prepared, and I'll split it half with this.
Yes, get it. Give him his boost. Make sure it's in a nice, tight elastic band.
And I don't want the 1980s hundreds. I want the new ones.
Yeah.
They don't take those anymore.
Give us the one that was in his grandmother's bed.
So tu maderas. Can you say so tu maderas?
I don't know. This whole show just went into Italian somehow.
Right.
All right, listen, we got to get going. I need you to plug your shows, and I need you to plug yourself one more time, because I want everybody to know that you can get some questions and answers from this young man that might help you with your situations.
The best advice I could give anybody battling anything out there: keep a positive attitude. And like I said, stop wishing and start doing. Work out. The cure is not going to come in a pill bottle, guys. It's going to come in faith and exercise and eating right, and try to stay up as much as you can. And when God knocks you down, life knocks you down, just remember, God will knock you down, but He'll pick you up. I used to be strong physically, but until I got this disease, I was broken down to zero. My bank account went to zero. My business went out. Everything went downhill. But I needed that to rebuild myself stronger mentally and spiritually. And you come to realize that money doesn't mean shit. That's why give us a nice booster, because you can't take it with you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to spend it now.
Guys, it was a pleasure. I drove 3 hours here to get a slice of pizza, Dino's energy drink, and an F you out the door. So it's all right. I didn't even get an espresso yet, but that's okay. What kind of Italian are you? You should be ashamed of.
I would like to thank my guest, JC Capone, for the comedy roast battle that just happened in my basement. I didn't see it coming. We're going on the road. We start tonight. Let's get the hell out of here.
He says you can't even fucking walk. You want to go on the road? Don't worry about it. I'll get there. You make the dates, and I'll show up.
All right, go start the car.
There you go. Leave the cannolis, grab the gun. No, leave the gun, grab the gun.
Man, thank you so much for coming down the
God
basement.
bless you.
You're something
This is
else,
the
man.
man.
What an inspiration, huh? Listen, everybody, I want to thank you so much for watching another episode of Live from My Mother's Basement. This has been really, really cool.
It's been a great time.
Big shout out to my producer, Tatiana Blue Shell, for always making sure that we have great guests and a great show, and they air every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock somewhere in the world, exclusively on my YouTube channel, which is Mike Marino Live. Remember, let's make America Italian again. The motto is, you don't know nothing, you don't see nothing, and you don't say nothing. And how do I end every single one of my podcasts? By saying the same thing with my guest. Watch this.
I'm not here right now.
No, we say, don't take no shit from nobody.
And don't say my name either.
No, you ready?
I don't exist.
Come on. Don't
Okay.
take. Ready?
Don't take no shit.
No, we gotta say it together.
Okay, you say it first, I'll copy.
Don't take no shit from nobody.
When the priest said, no, I want to tell you one
I can
final
never end
thing.
this show. Go ahead.
This guy, the priest goes, you want to recite your vows? I said, yeah, you recite them for me, and I'll say I do. So you go ahead and say what you got to say, plug what you got to plug, and I'll say, yes, I do. Go ahead, say it.
So let's not take no shit from nobody.
I do.
We'll see you next
love
time.
Yo, Mike Marino for president, #1. Follow this guy. Hire this guy.
This is such an Italian show.
This
We never
guy.
say goodbye. Just keep on talking.
I got enough tongue for 10 rows of teeth. I'll see y'all later. Catch me on this guy's show next week at 8 o'clock. We'll be here again. I'll be on my couch, so I ain't driving 3 fucking hours to come see you for no coffee. You know, when I went on there...
Should I just walk out?
Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, JC Capone. All right, we got to go.
Let's go.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, folks, I hope you're enjoying watching my podcast live from my mother's basement. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm going to have a lot of great guests on the show in the future. So if you like it, hit like. You could also leave a comment. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch other funny videos. And you could also listen to my podcast on your favorite podcast app like Spotify and iTunes.